All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we got more of this ridiculous weight class drama going on at 135 and 140 pounds. Where now Teofimo Lopez is talking about Shakur Stevenson and knocking him out for $4 million. Shakur Stevenson claps back, more drama, less fighting, but let's talk about what was said because, hey, man, I'll take it in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135, 140 pound division where there is more bumping of the lips going on than anywhere else in boxing. It is the biggest section of whodunit of just yap, but at the same time, hey man, there ain't no fight going on today, so I'll listen to it, have a good laugh. And that's exactly what I got out of it when Teofimo Lopez was on the Porter Way podcast. Shout out to Sean Porter. Shout out to the Porter Way podcast. Everybody on that podcast, excellent work. And he was asked, who do you want to see? I don't know who the guy was who was also on the television screen getting interviewed, was asked, who do you want to see Teofimo Lopez fight? Teofimo Lopez responded to the question asked of somebody else and said, hey, do you want to see, me knock your boy out for $4 million? And of course, I'm talking about Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson then takes to Twitter and responds to it. So more fun for everybody. Before I get into the details of it, though, and give you what I think, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter, thank you so much for your continued support. All right, man. So Teofimo Lopez came back from the dead with a win over Josh Taylor to become the WBO light welterweight champion. This after having had an embarrassing performance against Sandor Martin and a butt whooping against George Kambosos. But you know what it is. You get a good win, and that is a very good win. No joke. Josh Taylor was a very good win for Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez won it convincingly. And so he wound up having bookended two lackluster, and if not lackluster, terrible performances by two excellent ones, Vasily Lomachenko and Josh Taylor. Stuck in between is the SHIT in the SHIT sandwich. But he's feeling himself again, as well he should be, and he then calls out or suggests that he would fight Shakur Stevenson for $4 million. Shakur Stevenson then gets in his feelings in this soap opera and says, look, these dudes be so shiesty in your face. 1 minute they like your mans and SHIT, but talk crazy about you the next NIGGA. Then in reality, they forget how they bad nights they lose. Man, god dog. Shakur Stevenson's grammar kills me. But whatever, man. I don't know. Maybe he's just talking while he's typing. And then we get another back and forth off of that one where Teofimo Lopez responds says, nah, it's different once you size me in the locker room. I was just trying to support you that night, yet you were focused on me. But don't stress me. Me and Jada Pinky are good businessmen. Happy holidays, champ. Look, man, Teofimo Lopez doing a lot of talking. Everybody's dumping on Shakur Stevenson because Shakur Stevenson had a subpar performance against Edwin De Los Santos. But look, man, Teofimo Lopez ain't got no room to talk. All right. Teofimo Lopez got beat up by George Kambosos. Beat up by him. Edwin De Los Santos did not beat up Shakur Stevenson. Edwin De Los Santos didn't beat up Shakur Stevenson. You got beat up. Beat up by George Kambosos. beat up by George Kambosos. You won the fight against Vasily Lomachenko, but you barely won that fight against Lomachenko. I personally don't think that either Teofimo Lopez or Devin Haney should be bragging about their wins over Vasily Lomachenko, because Lomachenko, as much as they talk about how young they are and how old other people are, Vasily Lomachenko is 34, 35 years old. He's like 10 years older than these guys. Okay, skip what they accomplished at an early age. This guy's literally that old. Okay, this man was like in the 1988 Olympics, and they barely edged by him. Man, at the end of the day, it's not going to matter until they get in the ring with each other and you see how they perform on that evening. People are really, really, really overcooking this stuff with Shakur Stevenson. Shakur had a suspect performance against Edwin De Los Santos. I want to see the rest of these guys that fight Edwin De Los Santos. To be honest with you, I want to see the rest of these dudes stand in front of Edwin De Los Santos and see how that fight with Edwin De Los Santos goes. Because ain't none of them beat Edwin De Los Santos. Now, obviously, Mr. Foster, the third, beat him. But, dude, that's a 6 feet tall, lightweight, and couldn't have been a bad performance for Edwin De Los Santos against William Foster, I think it's William Foster the third, not Junior. I think it's William Foster the third. But look, man, these fights can actually get made. This fight with Shakur and Steve, unlike the other fights where Devin Haney ain't trying to fight Shakur, I don't believe it. And Shakur Stevenson is not in the same promotional company with Gervonta Davis. There's no reason Teofimo Lopez, who's with Top Rank, and Shakur Stevenson, who's with Top Rank, can't fight each other. Except for the fact that Shakur is not going to be going up to 140 anytime soon. He's going to be down there looking for these other fights he's got at 135 pounds. But I ain't going to underestimate Teofimo Lopez. If they were to make that fight, I'm not going to underestimate Teofimo Lopez, because I'm not going to do what everybody keeps doing in Shakur and trying to just sweep this man under the rug. If Shakur has a bad performance, he can come back from a bad performance as well. If Teofimo Lopez can come back from a George Kambosos whooping and beat Josh Taylor, I don't want to hear all his nonsense about Shakur Stevenson not being a hype job and all this other stuff. If Sandor Martin can cause Teofimo all those problems, and he can come back against Josh Taylor, I just don't want to hear it. If Devin Haney can come back, we haven't seen it yet, come back off that thumping, even though he got the win, he kind of got thumped against Vasily Lomachenko. And if he can he has the ability to come back and look better against Regis Prograis, man. The fights are what matters, the day of the fights. But hey, man, it is what it is in this age of boxing, where this back and forth is, I mean, unfortunately, this is probably what we're going to get out of all these guys between each other. Because the only guy, is this right? Yeah, I think the only guy that is actually fighting all of these people is Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily has fought Teofimo Lopez. Vasily Lomachenko has fought Devin Haney. Vasily Lomachenko fought Gary Russell Jr. Vasily Lomachenko fought Guillermo Rigondeaux. And my understanding is that Vasily Lomachenko was about to fight George Kambosos too. So all of this, who's making the fight happen, man, it ain't Devin. It ain't Teofimo Lopez. It ain't Shakur. You can say it ain't Gervonta if you want. But the truth of the matter is that all of these guys are just doing a lot of talking about fighting each other and using each other as a way to continue to generate buzz and have a lot of back and forth. And hopefully it'll start working for the box office. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.